Well, hello DirtFish Rally friends. It's Wednesday night here in Portugal. What does that mean? It means it's time for Wednesday night team talk. Now, a little bit of a bonus for you this evening. The lovely Simon Hughes. You'll hear him asking some of the questions. I'm asking a few of the questions, but what we do get are some fascinating answers. Here we go.
How's your preparations been leading up to this one?
Of course, I have been pretty good the last 2 years. I mean, I finished first 2 years in a row, so I feel quite confident on this rally. But of course, quite difficult. Some stages very rough and rocks coming from the ground, and it's never easy to push all the time in this kind of rough section. But yeah, for sure, car feeling good on the test, and I'm pretty happy with everything. So let's see how it's going on especially Friday.
Good to hear. With your road position on this event is an advantage, but like you mentioned, the stages might be a little bit rougher. Is that a disadvantage, or are you in the perfect spot?
For sure, in some section, it's very good position. But like you said, in some section, it's getting more rough and rough. It's very hard to find the balance to push how much you need to push, or because you need to manage the car or tires because they're coming a lot of loose rocks, basically like very sharp rocks like last year. So this section is not so good in the behind, but still we have for sure in the behind is much better position for this kind of rally.
And then Friday is a long day, and there's no service. So are there any extra measures you're taking for Friday, carrying any spare parts or anything like that?
I don't know. Engineers are already calculating what kind of spare parts we need to bring, so I just following what they're saying, and hopefully we don't need to fix that between the stages. But of course, something can happen, and especially puncture risk is very high on the Friday, so this will be quite a big challenge.
Alvin, here at Rally Portugal, off the back of a good result, even though difficult circumstances last time out in Croatia. Going into this event, how have preparations been?
Yeah, preparation's generally pretty good. We had a gravel test a few weeks ago, and everything seems to be working well. Yeah, like always here, the Friday is a long challenging day. No service. It's always the roughest day of the rally as well. So that's obviously the focus for now.
To compensate for that, will you be doing anything like carrying extra parts in the car? Did it affect your game plan?
I mean, it's always difficult to find the right balance on these long days with no services. I mean, we of course have to consider it, but normally, when these cars break, they break, and it's game over anyway. So I mean, we can't carry everything. It would be far too heavy. So it's just about being prepared that we can to get through the day, but we don't carry a massive load of spares now.
And you come into this event leading the World Championship, which obviously you would have taken at the beginning of the year. The downside is you're going to be first on the road. How will that affect you over the course of the weekend?
Well, we know the story normally with these dry gravel rallies, that it always gets faster with every car that passes, and of course this rally is no exception. So it could be tough, but of course we still have to aim to do our best and try and minimise any losses that we might have on Friday, and hopefully be in a position to at least fight for results later in the rally. But we have to wait and see how it goes. I mean, Callie did a pretty good job starting first last year, so it shows that anything is possible.
Callie, we're here in Portugal, an event you won from the front last year. This time you're second on the road, and we're going into a run of 7 gravel rallies. How does that change your approach this weekend?
I don't know if it's changing any approach, but of course this beginning of the season hasn't been perfect. We didn't really have the perfect weekend yet, so of course I hope we will have it this weekend and we can fight for the win. It will be much tougher this year when opening the road or being second on the road, but of course we will try our best.
And with Friday being such a long and testing day, are there any preparations you've made differently? Will you be carrying any parts in the car?
Not really. Of course here, this year the Friday looked really tough. It's going to be rough stages on the second pass especially. So yeah, we cannot do much more. We cannot take much stuff in the car, but of course it will be really tough day for the car and for us also. So we need to have a clean day.
I think we can come here with a good confidence as last time on gravel the speed was there. I mean it was really good actually. For sure this is a bit different kind of rally than Mexico, but anyway I'm feeling more comfortable with the car on gravel than on tarmac, so 7 rounds on gravel sounds good.
You have a good starting position on this event. Does that mean it's an event you can take a bit of a chance on and push for a good result?
Should be, yeah, for sure. We want to be on the podium fight and want to finish on the podium as well. I have no reason to say any worse targets. I mean, car feels good, so and like you said, the road position should be giving us a small benefit. So let's see.
And with regards to the road position, is there a point where that benefit is minimised slightly by the stages being rougher?
Well, I don't think so. Well, there is few. Let's say the second last stage of Friday, where last year at least Kalle was opening the road and he did the fastest time, and then there is some corners for sure which are cleaning, but then some others go more messy. You know, it was so soft. So I don't know how the conditions are this year compared to last year, because I was not here last year. So if this stage is still soft as last year, then over there it might be not so good to be further back. But I think it looked pretty hard this year, so maybe it will be better. So I don't think it should be only a big disadvantage if it's raining.
And it doesn't look like there's going to be any rain.
No way.
Thierry, Rally Portugal is the first of 7 gravel events now. How have your preparations been leading up to this one?
Positive, very positive. Good feeling from the test. Now we need to confirm that tomorrow on shakedown, and then we need to be on it all weekend long.
Friday's a long day, and it's a day in the past you struggled with to get a good feeling with the car. Do you think the positive test has overcome that?
Yeah, I think so. To be honest, when the feeling is good on the test, it's also always nice. But there can be surprises during the shakedown already, and then during the rally as well. I mean, it's a lot of different stage profiles, conditions as well are changing between the stages. So you have never the perfect car for all the conditions, but you need to find the best compromise. On the test, we had the perfect car for the road we used, but is it a good compromise for the rally? We're going to find out.
Coming into this one, your road position is favourable, and a lot of people have you as their favourite to win this event. Do you think that's something that you're confident to do?
Yeah, I would assume that we are one of the favourites this weekend, that's for sure, with the road position we have. We have to take a benefit from it on the first day. And that's also our target. I mean, we missed out a great opportunity in Croatia, so therefore we are here in Portugal this weekend to make it up again.
It's a tough event. Your road position is favourable this weekend. However, it's a long day to start the rally. What are your thoughts going into Friday, and do you think it'll be an advantage?
Yeah, for sure. When you start in the back, it's a little bit more advantage, but we have also the 2 other Hyundais quite in the back, so I think everybody of us, we can do a good job.
Coming into this event, how have preparations been? Are you feeling confident with the car after your last run in Mexico?
Yeah, in the test it was good. At least in the test I have a good feeling with the car and all. So let's see tomorrow. Let's see during the weekend in the rally. I think it will be a difficult rally because its surfaces are quite slippery. So this rally will be demanding in this way, you know.
Is it a different challenge to the challenge you faced in Mexico? And if it is, what are the differences?
It's a little bit different type of surface, and also for sure in Mexico the cars they have a little bit less power because of the altitude. Here we went back to the normal power of the cars, and the surface here is a little bit more soft than in Mexico, but also really slippery in some places.
And do you think running down the order a little bit, there may be a risk of punches or damage on the long Friday?
Yeah, for sure. When you are driving in the back, you have maybe a little bit more clean surface in some points, but also some more rocks and all.
Rally Portugal is always a big event. You know, it's the first European gravel event of the year. How are you feeling ahead of it?
It's really nice rally. I really like the Portugal for sure. I did it twice. Wiki went well actually. Stages are well prepared, I would say, from the organization. So I think we will have some good condition. First pass for sure. After will be different for the second pass. It's always a big challenge for the cars, for the crews, because of the temperature, because it's quite rough in some places. Big day will be Friday for sure, but we are looking forward. We come for that. A big competition also in WRC2 will be interesting to follow, I would say. No?
WRC2 is going to be mega interesting to follow. How good is it though to have the likes of Mikkelsen back and Chris Meek back again? A really good benchmark for you youngsters that are obviously trying to re-establish yourself at the top level.
Yeah, for sure, it's a good benchmark for us, and to compare, I would say it's really good. So there was some P1 drivers in the past back, and I'm one of these, so it will be interesting to see. So yeah, we'll see on the first day where we are. It will be interesting to follow the pace if we can.
You mentioned Friday there. It really is a tough day, isn't it? There's no service. It's quite a long day as well. No service. We always get attrition on the second pass. Why is it that drivers get caught out every year by the rough conditions here? Because you always know that they're going to be rough on the second pass. But there's something about Portugal that maybe sucks you in and then catches you out.
I think just because everybody is coming in Portugal, so everybody wants to do the best result. So we are taking risk like second pass. Now we'll take only 5 wheels. We not get any punctures, but then some drivers get 2 and they had only 1 spare wheel. So it's always, I think, a big challenge. For sure, if you get through, you can get an advantage. But if you are catched by the destiny, I would say, yeah, then you lose the rally, I would say. So it's just, I think it's just because everybody is there and everybody wants to show the pace.
Is there maybe then the need for a bit more strategy here this weekend than we would see on some other gravel rallies?
Yeah, strategy maybe, especially with the championship, because some drivers have already done some good results, so they want maybe just to do take some points, etc., and not be taking all the risk because the level will be so high, the pace will be really, really high. But yeah, for sure we need to score points. So I think everybody wants to do a good result, because for sure if you win here, you win against everybody. So of the championship, because everybody is here. I think only Emil is not there, but yeah, most of the drivers are there.
What about the Fiesta then? Where do we think it's at right now? Because we know how strong the Skoda is. We know that the Fiesta is continually developing. Is it enough for you to be able to push hard with the Fiesta this weekend?
We'll try to do like in Mexico, to deliver everything we can with from us and also from the car. We have the new diff now that we are working with on gravel, because we get it in Croatia, so we'll see if it works or not. We will know that.
It's going to be a hugely interesting weekend, Adrian. Give me a prediction. Where would be a good result? Where do you want to finish this weekend? Other than first, which we know all drivers want to finish first, but what would be a good result?
I'm chasing the podium since Mexico, so we missed it because of technical issue, and also in Croatia. So if we can get a podium, I would be happy. This is what we are looking for from the beginning of the season. So yeah, this would be a good result. But after, as I said to another major, it depends where you finish. If you finish on the top 3, but you are 5 minutes behind, it's not the same that if you are like top 5, but in 30 seconds behind. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, but that's championship thinking, isn't it? And where you don't care. You don't care.
I didn't score points on the podium yet, so for me the championship starts to be a bit difficult. So let's see with the others, but actually some drivers have better points.
Well, I can tell you're very much up for this one, Adrian Formo. It's going to be an interesting weekend. Bonne chance, mon ami. There is going to be a bit of strategy in the coming rallies for the championship, because it's really possible that road position could have an effect on each of those 7 rallies. So it's all about, I guess, sticking at it, scoring the points consistently.
This is crucial for sure. I would say maybe the guys who have performance, they can choose a bit, where they want to start or what speed they drive. But I guess for us it's still, everything we can get, and so every point what is possible we should still go for.
Third on the road here, we've seen road position being really, really beneficial in this event in the past. Is third going to be good enough to give you a chance to win this one?
I mean, generally on every gravel event, when it's dry, the road position is crucial. At the moment, altogether, for sure, we are not on the level yet to know that we can really decide ourselves if we want to win the rally or no. So No question, we try to do everything we can to be as close as possible and to score as much as we can. But for sure in Portugal we saw that on gravel we are quite a bit behind, and we just try to do all we can.
Tell me where you're at. It's a question we're going to ask you every rally. Where are you at with the development? How much closer are you now than, say, you were in Mexico?
We definitely understand a bit more when we are probably lacking and where we need to improve, but how to get there, and with all the homologations and chokers and general development and designing, it's all these things are not coming together so easy, and in the end you need to also learn a bit more. So it's never an easy process. Every car is different, and to understand how it's behaving, it takes a bit of time and knowledge.
I suppose before you play a joker, you have to be absolutely certain that it's going to give you the benefit that you need, that Oit Tanak needs.
It's not only for me, it's generally for the car itself, one thing is the setup, and other thing is, how the driver feels in the car, but it's also important to have the performance, the pure speed is important. So there are many aspects we need to keep on going, and it's a big job altogether.
So when you started the season in the M Sport car, and you talked right from the very start about how much work needed to be done, did you expect 4 rallies to be so close to the front of the championship, or did you expect to be a little bit further behind with more work to do this season? Are you in a better place than maybe you thought you would be?
We are in a better place. Same time, I still hope that we could be a bit better already where we are today. So it's not easy for anyone, but the guys are doing all they can, and we try to catch up.
Well, some real good insights from our drivers there about what to expect this week in Portugal. It's always a tough, challenging event. It's always an entertaining event. It's always one that the drivers enjoy. So we're very much looking forward to it here at DirtFish.com. Lots to come from all of us this weekend. We'll see you over the course of the weekend here for Rally to Portugal.